Happy Christmas season eve, and fine, happy Halloween too. Got lots of pins, so let's see if I got tricked or treated. So hurry back.
Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel and thanks for returning. If you're new here, my name is Jake and I do all kinds of Disney content, including subscription boxes, swaps, hauls, vintage trips, trivia, pins. If it's Disney, we're doing it. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next Disney adventure. Alright, candy tonight, then full on Christmas tomorrow. If you're with me, leave me a comment down below. I won't go quite that crazy on the Christmas season, but it does mean it is a little bit closer. But today, we get the candy and the tricks and maybe the treats if we were good. I was not, I never am, so I guess it's Trick City for me. Okay, so what do I want to start with here? I got a good pile. Let's start with the trade. Actually, it was a purchase, sorry. Wasn't a trade. This is from, so the SISKETEARS were down sizing, weeding out, I don't know what the word is, their pin collection, which, you know, I feel like it's something we should all do. So they were putting some stuff up for sale, and this is from Tori. We've got this fun Wreck-It Ralph card, and it just says, enjoy your new pin, Tori, and they were selling this at a great price, and I did not have this Cheshire Cat. He's kind of that cool spring, sort of half disappeared thing. And I am fresh out of room on my Alice board. And speaking of boards, let me put this little guy on his pin. He's a two post back, which, you know, seems a lot for him, but I was at Michael's this past weekend. A dangerous pastime, I know. But those sales. Okay, so they had... Now, this is... I'm recording this on Sunday, October 30th. So I don't know if the sales reset today. But they had the Artist Loft 2-pack of canvases. 70% off. Like, you're giving them away. So these cost me like $1 or $2 a board. And for you pin collectors, these boards are great for pins. They've got the frames on them. You can put the pin backs. Ooh, there's my ceiling light. You can put the pin backs on, and then you don't have to store them. You can paint them. They're easy to customize. Yeah, so I couldn't read this. So I got, these are 16 by 20s. And then I got a couple of, check this size out. Look at these sort of like oblongy ones. These are 12 by something, 12 by 24. I'm running out of room, so I might put these like on the side of like a bookshelf, like running up and down vertically. But I thought those were a fun size. The only thing I don't like about some of these designs is they do have this board in between, so that makes this area kind of off limits for pins, where some of the big boards don't have those. So that's the only downside, but you know, when they're giving them away. And then, I didn't, hello. They only had this size in black. They had one more in the 16 by 20, but somebody punched a hole through it. I was, you know, not happy about that. But look how cool these are. So, like, pins would totally pop on this black. Like, I'm thinking, like, Alice in Wonderland with, like, that hot pink, like, the color scheme. Anyway, these are a deal. Definitely go check them out if you're looking for some new boards. Let's get back to pins. Okay, so now, let's move on. Oh, here we go. The old Meister, doing her witchcraft, I guess appropriate for the season. So, oh, I won this one. So they do it, if you purchase anything, you get a raffle. And I won for the first time ever. So this is 25 years of, I'm assuming, the Aladdin carpet rides, that somebody else can tell me. So it's Daisy Duck, not something I collect. So that might be up for trade if that's something you are interested in. It's not my cup of tea. But, you know, look, a free pin is a free pin. So who am I to complain? Well, I think we know who I am. All right, so I didn't prepare this package as much as I wanted. So we're going to be-boop-ba-da-ba-ba into the future. So go. Okay, so we bobby-booped into the future. All right, there's a lot of pins in there. I didn't realize. So first on the list is we've got a little more in keeping with our Alice scene. We've got Tweedledum and Tweedledee, who I love. I forget what series this is from. But yeah, getting that Alice expansion going. They're on the top of this board and I am out of room for the Alice stuff. So I definitely need to get them on a new board. But I realize that these black frames that I got are not big enough. So I have to go find more. All right, this was from, you know, it's funny. This was one that when I was first starting to watch Disney YouTube videos, which has not been that long, only a couple of years into the pandemic, because I think we had exhausted every form of entertainment at that point, and so I was desperate. This series was coming out as, I believe, or right around-ish that time is when I first saw it. The 12 Days of Christmas, and this has the Mad Hatter and the March Hare, and this says 2 teacups twirling. And if I remember correctly, this had the series that was like, it didn't schematically line up with the rhythm and the beats of the song. So it was like, you know, I don't know, 6 mice of sewing a Cinderella's dress. And you're like, wait, how does that fit into there? But 2 teacups twirling is singable. So definitely happy to add that in, and perfect for the start of the holiday season tomorrow, the real holiday season, you know what I mean. All right, so, we have a Halloween pin. It's so rare that I have any, but it's also so rare that you see the Lost Boys. And this is from 2017, and it's got all the Lost Boys. It's a little pin-on-pin action there. So rare that you see those guys. So I was very happy to pick that one up for a reasonable price. So yay, Halloween and Christmas side by side. All right, another pin I did not have. This is from, I was going to see if there's a year, but this is the Disneyland Small World featuring Bernard and Bianca. And again, my rule is if you can't tell if it's from the original or from Rescuers Down Under, it's from Rescuers Down Under. All right. Now, Marcy reached out to me after my last video because Marcy's she's a good sales lady, and I had bought my first Home on the Range pin because I felt bad for it, and it was a good deal, and I really do like that movie, but I don't need to start a collection. But then Marcy offered me another one, and I bought it, so I guess 2 pins is a collection. And there we've got the old cows there, home on the range. It's got a little like dangle element on 2 of their Mrs. Calloway. Oh no, that's the Judi Dench character. Then there's the ditzy one, and then there's Roseanne. Right? Is that right? Anyway, great pin. Thanks, Marcy. Started me off on something I didn't need, but was eventually going to get myself to. Okay, last one from Marcy. I love this pin. Now, this is a niche little series I do have. This is another pin of the animation building, and you know I'm obsessed. I've got, I don't know, maybe 10 pins or so that are sort of animation based. But I love the colors on this one. Check that building out. It's got the Sorcerer Mickey hat. You know, back when Hollywood Studios was, you know, not ashamed of its animation history. Anyway, very happy to add that one to the collection, and happy to see that there's more than I thought that are in that series. All right, we ready for some fantasy pins? Oh, I love a good fantasy. Ooh, I almost showed you. Ooh, scandalous. All right, so These are, hold on, let me, oh, guys. These are, okay, I think it's just those three. They're heavy, though. These are from Happiest Pins on Earth, which I feel like maybe was the first time I had watched their videos. So they did, I watched a couple of new folks this week, but I think this was when they did, one night they did all fantasy pins, and then the next night they were doing all real pins. So let's keep in with our Alice theme. This is from Fantasy Tales, limited 50 edition series 4, pin 4. Oh, there's more in this series, and it's stamped with the flowers on the back, so good shot that there's a flower in the bunch. Okay, so, look, very cool. I love the croquet scene from Alice. It's so good, and that is a, look at, I mean, you can kind of see comparatively. It's a good size pin, but they're getting bigger, folks. All right, so nobody claimed this because I don't think anyone on that live sale knew who this character is or collects them. Maybe I'm being too critical. This is my favorite cat, Felicia from the Great Mouse Detective. Speaking of which, those pins are definitely going to have, oh, you know, what if I take my Great Mouse Detective pins down, put them on a black canvas, and then have a little more room for my Alice pins? All right, personal problems for later. But this is a massive pin. It is a pin-on-pin design. Check out that mother of a pin. Holy cow. You've got Radigan up there in the corner, and she's just strutting her stuff down below. Oh, that is a glorious pin. Lauren, eat your heart out. Okay, then this is from another massive pin, 2019. I think it's got 3 pin backs. This is from my Beauty and the Beast board, which is, surprise, surprise, not filled up. I'm a little more fussier about Beauty and the Beast because I don't really collect a lot of Beast and Belle. I'm fine if they're in the thing, but all these ones is Belle as a mermaid and Belle in this dress and Belle in that dress. Who cares? All right, now, can I put this on the board? I'm going to try. Whew, this is, yeah, all right. This is like a full cast pin. Look at that. And I know there's reflection and I can't quite help that. So sorry, I'm going to try. That's a little better. You've got Belle in her pink dress in the library. You've got all of the objects who I love. You've got the rose at center. You've got that gorgeous logo. You've got LeFou and Gaston and the Bimbettes. Ooh. Look at that row of books straight across like the top up there. Oh, and you got Maurice there. Oh, that is a nice pin. There's a whole series of these that they were doing that were, these are by Holler Fantasy Pins. And it came on this card from 2019. Holler underscore designs on Instagram. Or Holler, HOLLAR designs.com. But they had others in this series, including ones that I know folks on here would love. So you definitely might want to check them out. Okay, a couple more things, and then we're wrapping it up and going to get the candy. So this is from JESSIE'S Reef, another, oh, okay. All right, another pin-up place that I was shopping at. Okay, so not too many here. I've got one fantasy pin, maybe 2 fantasy. Maybe these are all fantasy. Maybe this is the one that I was watching that was more fantasy pin than not. I can't keep it straight anymore. Okay, so let me show you. This is JESSIE'S Reef on Instagram. Super cool card. It's like, got this like 3D raised sticker elements. Very cool. So definitely give them a check out. Okay, so let me show you. This is a Disney Afternoon pin. I don't collect a lot of, but the price is really cheap. And I thought, you know, if I'm going to be the Disney Afternoon guy, let's go full bonkers. And it's a bonkers pin, in case you didn't get the reference. Fun pin. he'll kind of go in with like the gargoyles pins. I don't have a lot of those either, so you know, slowly adding to the Disney Afternoon collection. This is a DuckTales pins from, oh, this is a Mondo pin. And I've had some Mondo pins before that I was not terribly fond of, just because it wasn't stuff I really collected. But this is DuckTales Woo Woo, and it is Scrooge McDuck in this kind of like 8-bit sort of style, like a video game almost. Really cute design, really good price. Another one I didn't have, so, you know, had to snag a ragger up and did. And then finally, oh no, the little piece broke off. And also not finally. All right, I'm gonna have to look in the envelope, but I won't waste time now. So maybe it's in here somewhere, or maybe it fell out. Oh, it is in here. So the little, this is another scene from 2 croquet pins in one video. I know, there are more surprising things in the world, I get it. But the little bird broke off, and so there's the queen and the cards, and I'm just trying to make sure you get a good view. And it slides, and where's the little bag? Because I can show you. You can even see it. I mean, it's tiny. See the little bird in there? So I'll just have to do a little glue action. Now, I inquired about this pin, so I'm going to put this out to all y'all and see what you think. They were doing some fantasy pins. These were on a board sale on Instagram, and they had this pin for sale, and I said, is that meant to be a flower from Alice in Wonderland? Wow, Alice in Wonderland's getting the love today. All right, taking that pin off for now. And they said they thought so, and I think so too. There's no facial feature on this, but it definitely is in the design of the daisy from Alice. Check out that pin. It's got all the shiny shines on there. You can see like the metallic and glitter elements on the petals. That's definitely right, the design of the daisy. Somebody correct me. Somebody correct me. All right, one more pin. And this is from my old pal Diana at Dream499 Pins, who is, I think, off in Paris now, getting us some cool Paris pins. And probably other stuff too, but mostly Paris pins. All right, well. Okay, so there's her card. And I only bought one thing from her sale, which when she messaged me, I was like, that's it? And she's like, well, I can sell you more. Oh, friend, she will sell me more. Do not worry. She will sell me more. But as it turns out, well, you know, the wine makes us forget or something. All right, well, here is the board of everything on today's collection. What do you think? Tell me what was your favorite down below. Of course, tell me about this flower right here. Are we doubles, twinsies on anything? I would certainly love to know. I hope tonight you have a very safe Halloween. Eat lots of candy. Tomorrow we prep for the Christmas season because it's the most wonderful time of the year. Let's get excited. Subscribe down below if you are new, and I hope to see you all soon on the next Disney Afternoon.